Hello everyone, my name is Stephen Murray and I'm the host of The Gift of Giving. Welcome to another episode. For those of you who are tuning in for the first time, this program focuses on nonprofits, foundations and 501c3s based right here in the state of Nevada. For those of you who are tuned in from out of state, hope you will stay tuned because our guests this week, they have chapters all across the country. So if you like what you hear about this organization, you can reach out to the chapter in your own state and they'll be willing to have you and welcome you with open arms, I'm sure. So this week I'd like to welcome to the program Chaplain Michael Thrower, and he's the Executive Director of the Nevada chapter of Adopt a Cop, Clark County.
Yes.
So welcome to the program. Appreciate you taking time out and being with us today.
Well, thank you for giving me time.
So, first of all, could you give us a brief overview of Adopt a Cop and the history of it, when it was founded, and what it actually does?
Well, Ken Rochelle actually founded it back in 1998. And when he founded it, he gave it to a chapter that was in Texas. And they had it for a while. And so when they did it for a while, but there was still something that was missing. There was a connection that was missing between the chapters in the different states and the main location, the main headquarters. And so in 2022, Ken Rochelle and myself decided to take it over, and because Las Vegas actually became the largest chapter in the United States.
Oh, wow.
In a matter of 3 years, we became the largest chapter in the United States. And so he was wondering, he goes, what are you guys doing in Vegas? You guys are Sin City. How in the world are you guys getting more prayer partners signed up to pray for our officers? And I explained to him, I said, we just focus on one thing, and that was just prayer, and that's it. We didn't worry about all the other stuff. We don't get involved in anything political or anything like that. We strictly are concerned with praying for our officers, and that's where we kept our focus at. That being said, in 2023, Ken and I started the main chapter headquarters here in Las Vegas. And 2024, well, the end of 2023, let's say close to the end of 2023, Ken Rochelle died.
Oh,
and when he died, I decided to ask the board if I can become CEO. And so I became CEO, and I've been CEO since 2025. And so we're continuing to spread it out, and with the same message that Ken and I actually saw eye to eye on, to have a relationship with the chapters, along with encouraging them and supporting the chapters in the different states the best that we could. So we were setting up a system, and so that's what I've been doing since then, carrying on his legacy.
Well, congratulations. It's nice of you to step up to the plate.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry for your loss of Ken Rochelle. It's very hard because it was obviously a close friend of yours and like a brother.
Yes.
How many chapters do you actually have in the United States at this point in time?
Currently, we have about 35 active chapters, and we have a few chapters that are no longer active or gone a little dormant right now, but we're still encouraging in other states, and so we're continuing to grow every year. Every year we're growing. Yes.
It's nice to hear that Las Vegas is the largest chapter, as you said. Amazing, considering we are considered a Sin City.
Yes.
So what precipitated you actually getting involved in this, all, Adopt a Cop?
Well, I'm a police chaplain, and so I went to
Okay.
a conference, and so I'm a member of ICPC, which is the International Conference of Police Chaplains. And when I went there, that's when I met the current. It was at that time, it was the current headquarters, and they had Adopt a Cop up there. And I said, Adopt a Cop booth that was there. And I said, well, what is Adopt a Cop? What is that all about? And he told me, and I said, well, is there a chapter in Las Vegas? And he was like, no. And right away, the spirit just hit me and said, you got one now. And so I started it because it just made sense to doing that with my with my connection with the officers to take it to the next level and make sure we had something else. Because my job as a chaplain, as you probably know, is to provide my officers as much resources as necessary to keep them rounded in the job that they do.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, adopt a cop. What is actually involved in adopt? What is the actual adoption process?
So it's
For the viewers out there, in case they're interested.
I try as much as possible to match the men with the men and the women with the women. But you sign up online, and we do a very general background check on you and who your references are, and then from there we match you with an officer, and it depends on how the officer wants to get contacted, either by phone or by text message, or if he doesn't want to be, or she doesn't want to be contacted at all. Doesn't matter. I mean, because we don't pray for our officers because they join. We pray for them because, that's what we're called to do. We're called to pray for those who have authority over us. So, but if the officer wants to be contacted, we'll contact them. And again, only thing we do is send them 1 or 2 words of encouragement once or twice a month. We don't flood their emails. We don't proselyte. We don't send them a book or whatever.
Okay.
It's just a word of encouragement. That's it.
So it's so our viewers aren't confused, because at first when I thought adopt a cop, I thought it was literal adopting.
Oh yeah.
But it's not. It's really praying for the cop.
Praying for the officer, yes.
And then do you pray with the officer on the phone or through the email? Do you send them a prayer, or
It depends
you're
on
praying constantly throughout the month, and you just
and that's the commitment. The commitment is that you pray for your officer every day for spiritual life. So whether it's first thing in the morning or at night before you go to bed, your job is to pray for them every day. So you're assigned a specific officer that you are praying for, and that is a specific officer that you send a word of encouragement to once a month.
Okay. That's a very nice, lofty goal to have. And now, do the officers reach out to you, or is it the people that reach out to you and say, I want to adopt a cop, or does the cop reach out and say, I need help, or is it both directions?
It's both directions.
Yes.
Because we have some officers that have, parents that want to get them adopted, and we have officers who just want someone to pray over them. So it works both ways. And so at events, we get officers to join, and we get prayer partners to join. I do presentations at during their shift change, and are able to encourage officers to join then. And then I invite churches and prayer warriors in the community to join as well.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And does the individual that's doing the praying, do they actually meet the cop when they first sign up to pray for them?
Not necessarily. That's not required. No. We've had opportunities definitely where they've met each other because of the events that we have. No, we don't generally encourage that you try to get them, hey, let's meet or whatever. That's not what it's about. And that's why I said we keep the focus where it is. We want to make sure our officers feel safe and secure in being a part of the program, and that we're not trying to, we have very specific things that you can and cannot do. And one of them is definitely not ask your officer to pay for your tickets, or to, or to ask them to arrest someone or anything like that.
Yes.
So we keep it to where it's making sure that you keep that, those boundaries, right?
Okay.
We don't cross certain boundaries. And if they want to meet, if it's not at an event, then it has to be approved by me in order to meet up with them.
Okay.
Because even though we have emails and phones, you want to make sure that it is the officer and it is the prayer partner that's contacting the officer. So we do have a certain age, so we don't allow the younger youth to actually get involved with adopting a cop unless they're doing it with someone who is older, which is over 21. Because again, we don't want to put the officer in a compromising situation, and we don't want our prayer partners placed in a compromising situation.
That makes sense.
Keep everybody safe.
Can the prayer partner be like a family? Can it be like a husband and wife?
Yes.
And they might have teenage kids, and they might want to make it a family prayer commitment. Do you have many of those, or is that acceptable or welcome?
Yes, we do. And the younger kids, they are not allowed to have the contact information for the officer, but they're definitely allowed to pray for the
Pray
officer.
for them. Okay.
Yes.
And I'm assuming that when the cops reach out to you, some of these cops, they have different reasons for reaching out to you. They've got different purposes.
Right.
And you say that you do some matching up. You try to match them up. When prayer partners reach out to you, and I'm assuming you have some kind of conversation with them, do you make a note of them until a cop reaches out and you think, oh, this prayer partner would be perfect for this cop? Or do you tell the cop you'll see what you can find, and then do you reach out to people in the community? How does that work?
I don't look for anything particular unless they're asking for something particular. So, say for example, is someone who is of different religion, then they only want someone who is that religion to pray for them. Then I would only set them up with that particular person who is that religion. Yes. So yeah, but for the most part, no. I don't look for any kind of personality or anything like that, because again, the most important thing is that we pray.
I just wondered whether I had, for example, like a cop, he's lost his partner,
Okay.
and he's going through grief.
Okay.
And he says, reached out to you and says, I'd like to pray for me, help me through my grief, whatever.
Yes. That has happened. And also because my job is also obviously to watch the news and see what's going on. And if I notice that there is an officer that is in a situation and he's one of my officers, then I'll reach out to the prayer partner and make sure he knows that his or her officer has been in a situation, and you might want to reach out to them in prayer, and not just prayer, but however their contact information is, text message or email. And make sure that they're okay. And then I'll reach out to them as well if it's something that's dealing with their families, because there's a lot of other things that we do for our families. If an officer dies, we have a resolution. I don't know if you saw that, but a resolution page, and we send out a resolution to any officer that dies, every officer across the United States.
Wow. It's amazing work that you're doing, and a valuable service, and thank you for providing it. Yes. We're going to take a brief sponsorship break. Please stay with us, folks. We're going to be right back with Chaplain Throw in a moment.
Introducing Pacific Coast Capital, your partner in finance. We provide financing for your business. Speed, flexibility, and creativity are the foundation of our service. We'll help you navigate through change and opportunities. Our 90-plus years of experience ensures quick turnaround on loan decisions. Ride the wave to prosperity with us. Ready for new funding? Visit our website today at pacificcoastcap.com.
Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for joining us again, and I'd like to welcome back Chaplain Throw from Dr. Cop, Nevada chapter. Thank you for being with us. And following on, how many prayer partners and cops do you actually have at the current time?
We have approximately about 375 officers, and probably about 475 prayer partners.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. Now, your chapter is Clark County, but you do cover the whole of Nevada, right?
Yes.
So you have prayer partners up in Reno, Carson City, Alco.
Reno is probably the only area we haven't tapped yet, but yeah, okay. So like Pahrump and all the surrounding areas and stuff. So nice. Yeah. And Mesquite is also. Yes.
Now, do prayer partners need to make a commitment, say they're going to do it for a year or 6 months, or?
No, I don't ask for any commitment for the period, because you can, anywhere you go, you can pray for your officer. It's not a program where you do it and then you can stop, unless there's obviously medical reasons or something else of why you're going to discontinue. And then I just assign that prayer partner to someone else.
Okay.
at officers.
Oh, officer. So
Yes.
so if one of them decides to break off, you just find somebody else to fill the gap. I'd like to talk a little bit about your scholarship program. You have a scholarship program, and what are the scholarships actually for, and how many do you give out? How often?
Well, we usually give out 2 a year.
Okay.
Because we're not, we're a nonprofit, so we don't make a lot of money. So we do, $250 to a high school student that has a parent that or family member that is one of our Adopt a Cop members.
Mhm.
Maybe because the money is not big enough, we don't always have someone applying for it, even though we put it out there, but we can only do what we can do. And so we still put it out there.
That's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice that you have it.
Yeah.
At least it's there.
Yes.
And then who decides? Let's say you did get it, where you get 3 applications, you've only got 2. Do you have a board that decides that, or do you review the applications and make the decision yourself?
We have a committee that does it. So they get their the letter that they send, their essay. So they send an essay, and then they send their resume with us, and then whatever they're doing in the community, their community service, and then I have a committee that evaluates those and then determine who should get this scholarship.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
Sounds like a plan. So let's talk now. Well, let me ask you this, just one final thing on the scholarships. If you give it to somebody, can they reapply again the next year? Is it just a once-off deal?
It's just a once-off deal.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
just once-off deal.
get it once, and next year is somebody else.
Yeah, because it's really for seniors.
Yes.
Yeah, so you can't really apply for it again because you're a senior that year.
Yes.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yes.
Let's talk about some of your events, because you have a couple of very interesting events. First of all, you've got Back to School Bowling with Blue.
Yes.
Let's talk about that. That's coming up pretty soon, the Bowling for Blue event.
Yeah, our Bowling with Blue event, we've been doing it for the past 7 years, and we do it at the Santa Fe Hotel. That's going to be September 6th at the Santa Fe Hotel, and it's between 1 and 4 p.m. And we get officers to bowl with Angel Tree Kids. And so Angel Tree Kids, if you don't know what Angel Tree Kids are,
that was my next question.
Oh, okay, all right.
Angel Tree Youth, I saw.
Angel Tree at-risk youth.
Absolutely.
So these are children that have one or both parents incarcerated. And so these children, usually when they see an officer or correction person or whatever, law enforcement, they're usually doing something to their parents. And so, or preventing them from seeing their parents, because they're incarcerated. So to give them opportunity to see officers in a different light, and to get them to, smile and to enjoy time, like, wait a minute, these are regular people. That's what the Bowling with Blue is all about. I've always had at least 1 or 2 kids that say, I hate officers, I'll never, and then they bowl with them. They're like, oh, wait a minute. These are just regular men and women, and their reaction changes. There's something about bowling. I can't say why bowling really was the one that helped me connect that, to have an event where it brings that particular group together. But bowling has done it, and we continue to do it. Chick-fil-A, the Chick-fil-A that's on on Rancho and Sahara. They have been the ones that have been supporting us with the food every year that we've been doing it. And it's just been a great event, and I enjoy doing it every year.
Well, that's an outstanding program to have. Outstanding program. And what a nice way, as you said, getting these kids to overcome their fear and anger with cops. And it's nice that the cops participate too, help out with these kids.
Yes.
Now, is this event held nationwide and in your other chapters across the country?
Well, a lot of stuff.
Knowledge?
So what happened is a lot of stuff that we were doing here in Vegas, other chapters weren't doing. But mostly because they couldn't see how they can take their chapter to the next level. Mm-hmm. So a lot of stuff that we do here, I set up a model for them to do out there. And so I give them the outline to start a or to start that particular program in their state. So they can do it if they want to, but it's not a mandatory thing.
Okay. Be nice if they get that going.
Oh yeah,
It'd be nice to connect the kids with the cops
Yeah.
throughout the states. Now, you've also got a first family reunion coming up, a doctor, cop, and community connection.
I am really excited
And it's
about
the
that.
first family reunion you're having. What's that all about? Can you give
Well-
us some info on that?
Yeah, so we used to do a prayer conference every year,
Mm-hmm.
and this year we decided we need to take it to the next level because we've been doing the same thing for the past 6 years, and we needed to take it, like I said, take it to the next level. And the only way we would do it is by doing it in a hotel. I tried numerous hotels, but the offers were too high. Samtown was the only one that was really willing to work with us. And so because of that, we decided to do it at Samtown. The idea behind the family reunion is that we have firefighters, we have first responders, we have veterans, we have healthcare workers, we have prayer warriors all together in our community. We're all in this together. And so that's the family that we're bringing together, and also the chapters from the other states. So I've invited the chapters to come in, and then I invited these different areas within our community to come in and to be united and doing this every year. So this being the first year is a little scary to do it. It's scary for me because I've never done anything to this scale, but I believe in the Lord, and I believe that he's going to help me get through this. And he has been. It's been looking forward to a lot of big name people that are going to be there who have confirmed. So I think it's just going to be a great learning experience for all those areas, because they do so much for our community: officers, firefighters, veterans, and they do so much for our community, and we don't ever give them something back more than just training. You know, training is good, and looking at PowerPoints is good, but sitting down and talking and saying, hey, you know, what's going on? What's happening? Tell me how you're doing. Tell me how you feel. And listening to one another. And when you have other people in the room that are like-minded, you can now sharpen one another, because it's like, wait a minute, I've been through that. This is how I got through. And you share that with someone, and maybe it can help them get through their challenge that they're doing. And so the big part about this conference is that we want to support those people that support our community and put their lives on the line every day for us. I mean, how many jobs are out there that you go out to and you say, you know, that they may get shot at doing their job?
Sure.
You know, and so for that, we've got to give back to them more than we give back to some other areas in the community.
I agree.
We got to support them.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm sure it's going to be a very, very successful event. There's no question about it, because you said you're getting all this feedback and this response. It's probably hitting you like a tidal wave.
Oh yeah, emails, text messages. I got the since I've been here, just blowing up my phone. Yes.
Yeah, I thought the family reunion, I thought it was where the families of the caregivers get together, but it's a different family, but it's an outstanding concept. Are your prayer partners going to be, are they allowed to attend this?
Yes.
Or encouraged to attend?
Yes. Anyone, like I said, anyone that's in healthcare, veterans, officers, firefighters, any first responders, we want them all to attend, because we want them all to experience the speakers and the presenters that we're going to have. They're going to encourage you. They're going to enlighten you. They're going to help you to find other resources to be able to process the challenges that you have. From the clinicians that will be there too, that will be interviewing, sitting down, doing some of the same things that we're doing right now. And then people are listening to how they can either get their services or understand the things that they need to do to help someone else out.
On that very positive and upbeat note, we're going to take another brief sponsorship break. Please stay with us, folks. We're going to be right back.
Tariffs, pandemics, rising inflation. The Joshua Dowden team is ready when volatility happens. Markets fluctuate for reasons nobody can control. Don't let the headlines drive your financial plan. The Joshua Dowden team at Priority Wealth Partners has served Summerlin retirees for 3 decades. Our 5-tier risk management strategy matches our strategies with your goals, with plans designed for your assets to be there when you need them. Conveniently located at the heart of downtown Summerlin. Call Joshua Dowden today or visit DowdenFinancialServices.com.
Country roads take me home to the place where I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama. Comes a triple yodel. Adi-yodel-ay, oh,
Welcome back, everyone, and I'd like to welcome back our chaplain thrower today from Adopt a Cop, the Clark County, Nevada chapter. And let's move on a little bit.
Okay.
Now, you have an annual Peace Be Still prayer vigil.
Okay.
And you have quite a few things out there on this. You've got commitment, faithfulness, brotherly love, honesty, patience, peace, humbleness, respect, bravery, integrity, and courage.
Yes.
I think I got them all.
Yes.
So would you like to talk a little bit about what that annual Peace Be Still vigil is about?
So those are attributes that are very important to have in your community. And so what we were doing is, and let me say this, first of all, that it was originally started by Victoria Camp of Messages of Faith Ministry. And so we started, and we being Adopt a Cop, started working with her on doing Peace Be Still. And so, just like anything else, when God is leading you to do something, you take it to the next level every year. And so when we started working together, we took it to the next level by, adding those attributes to Peace Be Still and making sure we're inviting all of the different departments. So we invite Metro, we invite North Las Vegas Police, the Marshals, Nevada Highway Patrol, Boulder City Police Department, Henderson Police Department, and even Mesquite Police Department, Pahrump Police Department. And we invite them all in, the chiefs, to come in and support this event because we want to pray over their different departments. And so when they come in, we were initially exchanging the different attributes via a certificate or a trophy. And now we just come in and we pray for those different areas, and we give the chiefs an opportunity or their representative to speak on behalf of their department. And again, we recognize all those that have lost their lives, and honor them. First of all, we do a candlelight vigil that we keep a candle lit the entire time of our event so that they're there with us. And then at the end, we blow out the candle, and then we all leave, and nothing is said from that point. So the focus is on, again, supporting our officers through prayer and supporting those that have gone on to be with the Lord. And then also bringing in all of the different entities together to show that we are united together in our fight to keep our community safe.
Wow. What a touching and moving program that is.
Yes.
Very touching and moving. Where do you have that?
We have it at Metro. So we have it at Metro.
Metro.
We used to have it in front of the pole every year, but with times changing a little bit, we have it inside of Metro now.
Mm-hmm.
So we have it at Metro every year.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a very moving, very touching program, very worthwhile one, sure.
Yeah, when Victoria Camp started, again, she's from Messages of Faith Ministry, very spiritual woman, and she's been doing, she has a program where she trains chaplains to be prepared to go out in the community and support the community.
Mm-hmm.
And so her program is the one that actually originally started it. And again, like I said, Adopt a Cop has come along, and now we're doing it together to make it happen in the community. But it's all the chaplains. So it's one of those mandatory meetings that all the chaplains go to, and it's not about the advertising with the news or anything like that. We want to keep it to where it is strictly about supporting our officers. It's no publicizing of that at all. It's us doing it and respecting our officers' personal time.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's talk about some volunteer. Do you have volunteer opportunities within your organization? I would suspect you do with this upcoming family reunion. I would think you'd have some opportunities.
Oh man, yeah, and Metro MVP program with Sharon Harding has been great. They've always had people who have done our events for a while. We've worked together. Pretty much, if you're on Metro's MVP program, you're probably a part of Messages of Faith ministry as a chaplain, and you're probably a prayer warrior for Adopt a Cop Nevada. We all know each other very well, and so our people kind of intermingle between the different programs and stuff. So we're always looking for volunteers, especially for this event, because it's the first time we're doing it, and we want to make sure, because this event has a bunch of heavy conversations that we'll be having, and you may get triggers from officers or prayer partners or veterans or that are there, and so we want to make sure we take care of them. We're going to have fun at that event, because we are going to have a game room where you can go in there and get away for a minute. They're all big games, and the cornhole toss and stuff like that, but we also have I love this at Sam Sound. They have a waterfall there, and it's the most calming thing ever. I mean, it's just step out of the conference, which is right there in front of the waterfall, and be able to, just get yourself straight again, if you are triggered by something that happens in the classes.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, now, you say you need all these volunteers. What specifically, what talents do they need to bring to the table?
Really just a desire to help, because all the roles are really just to make sure the lines are moving, make sure that everybody's registered. For bowling with Blue, it's usually, again, getting them all registered, making sure the children are safe, having someone there on the lane. So when the children are bowling, if someone has to go to the restroom, we make sure we go there, because we are in a hotel, and some of the parents leave, they'll drop their kids off. So we want to make sure the kids stay safe. So the line people are responsible for the children that are in their lanes, and also, the officer too. So there's one officer, 4 children, and they bowl together in that lane, and they have one lane person that takes care of everything for them: water, chips, snacks, and when Chick-fil-A brings their bags of food, they give them to that too.
Yeah. How nice that Chick-fil-A does that.
Oh yeah, they're great. They are such a big support. Rebecca Cambero, she got married though, but Rebecca from Chick-fil-A and Donahue, they have been a tremendous support for us in providing us meals every year for that program since we started it.
And this is the Chick-fil-A on which location?
On Sahara and Rancho. Yes, right there by I-15.
Thank you, Chick-fil-A on Rancho and Sahara. We're happy to give you a plug for everything that you're doing to support this organization.
That's right.
Do you get much corporate support from any other organizations?
No.
How do you get funded?
No, not yet. Most of our fund is by donations and fundraisers. Yes, and myself and my wife, we definitely invest in our in the ministry. So so we always are looking for ways to receive donations and to receive funding from other locations. But it's mostly the community.
Do you get any government grants at all? Or
no, not at all.
None whatsoever.
No.
Have you applied, or you just?
I've tried to get grant writers, and I've just have not had been blessed with any of them. We've lost more than we've gained, and just haven't been successful with that yet.
Yeah.
Yes.
they'll come, I suppose, when the time's right.
I
Do
believe
you
so.
have any other planned fundraisers coming up?
Currently, right now, we have our popcorn fundraiser that we're doing. If you go online to our website, you can get any popcorn you want on there, and then those funds go toward paying for our officers and our youth that are bowling. So they all bowl for free. I don't know if I told you that up front, but the officers, the Air Force, because Nellis Air Force people are there, and our veterans, they all bowl for free, and our children bowl for free. So that helps pay for that.
Wow. Sounds like you've really got an organization going here. It's really very thorough, and you've got a lot going on, and not letting the grass grow under your feet. If people want to volunteer or donate or get involved in some of these Bowling for the Blue or the Community Connection Family Reunion, would you like to give out your website address to the viewers, please?
Yes. So
and phone number, any contact information, how they can get in touch with you, essentially.
You can call me at 702-290-7086, or you can email me at Michael, and that's Michael at adoptacopnevada, and Nevada spelled all the way out, .org. And that is, and our website is adoptacopnevada.org. You can go onto the website and look at everything that we're involved with, and let me know what area, if you're good at finances and grants and fundraising, I will be more than happy to talk with you. But any other time that you like to get involved with volunteering, if you like to pray for our officers, please, by all means, go on to our website at adoptacopnevada.org, and let me know, that you want to get involved. There's a form there that you can fill out, and then I'll give you a call and get you set up with an officer as soon as possible.
Chaplain Throat, thank you so much for being with us today, sharing what you're doing. You're doing the Lord's work, no question about it. It's amazing what you're doing, and bless you for doing that. It's a wonderful, wonderful organization. You're making a difference, and nice to know that Las Vegas is the #1 chapter.
All right.
I hope it stays that way.
All right.
I'd also like to thank you, the viewers, for tuning in. If you know of anybody who would like to get involved, either volunteering, becoming a prayer partner, attending the First Family Reunion, please share this interview with them, because Chaplain Throw would love to hear from any new additions to the family that they have there. I'd also like to thank our show's producer, John Stiles, owner of station WWDBTV. I appreciate his giving me the opportunity to host this program. I'd certainly like to thank our sponsors, Priority Wealth Partners, Pacific Coast Capital, Firelight Barn, and my late business partner, Ralph Champion. You'll hear his message at the end of this program. And I'd also like to thank Friends of the Gift of Giving. They're the anonymous donors who keep this show on the air as well, help it get out there every week. If you have any questions or comments, please reach out to me, Stephen, at thegiftofgiving.vegas. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks again for tuning in. Hope you'll join us again soon. In the meantime, be safe, be kind to one another. Bye for now.
Mr. R.J. Champion is proud to sponsor WWDB-TV's series, The Gift of Giving, and wishes the program much success. Congratulations and gratitude to the featured guests and the organizations they represent. Our community is well served by your tireless efforts to make Nevada a better state for all its residents.